Anjali Quata, let me ask you, had there been a tsunami, how prepared was the east coast of India?
Unlike the West, I don't think India is well prepared to face a tsunami, to minimize the losses from it. I feel the weakest link in this chain is the community preparedness. What we could see from the footage was most of the community members, the local people, were not aware of how to react in case of a tsunami, what are the preparation measures they have to make, what are the evacuation plans, the evacuation routes. They were not aware. So it speaks volumes of our disaster preparedness, because they are the weakest link. And even at the whole cycle has to be complete to face a disaster as massive as tsunami, the massive earthquake happening in the Indian Ocean. And also it is something which has to be
are
at
you
the
basically
global
saying,
level.
Anjali, that few lessons have been learned from the tsunami disaster of 2004, that we've learned few lessons in these last 8 years?
A lot of improvement measures have taken place from the government side and the rescue operations, but I would say this was a great chance to there should have been something like a mock drill which could have checked the preparedness for tsunami, which did not happen on the ground. There was no evidence of the community being totally prepared for it. There are a lot of people who are not even aware of the risks that tsunami could cause
Anjali,
them.
let me just ask you,
even after
if you're saying that
tsunami,
the community wasn't prepared, there were no proper shelters, there were no sort of directions, people weren't even aware of what to do, when a tsunami warning goes out on the east coast of India, then what lessons have we learned from 2004?
Well, 2004 led to a lot of improvements in terms of warning systems. There's been a tsunami warning center in South India which has given warnings, and there's been proper studies happening, data analysis, which is also very critical component for facing a tsunami. But as I said, this could have been used as a mock drill. It should have checked our preparedness, which has not happened on the ground.
Right.
So this means the entire chain is not complete, and
Right.
if God forbid, if tsunami is to happen, we may not be very well off, better off than the last tsunami that happened in our country.
Right. Royden, we heard Union Home Secretary saying earlier today, when the warning for a tsunami was out, that if anything should happen, we are prepared. What exactly did he mean? I mean, what kind of plan of action was being readied this afternoon in Delhi and in the south coast?
Well, there were, just to take forward first, Jujar, what Dr. Anjali was saying there. The takeaways, the big takeaways for me today from the lessons of 2004 will be that we do have a tsunami warning system in place. We've got the ocean bottom and the ocean surface gauges, both for the tremors as well as to measure any tsunami wave activity if there is a wave formed. We've got the alert systems in place, so even down to each district level, you had the local authorities passing out word that, look,
right,
there is a possibility of a tsunami, asking people to stay away. You had the NDMA send out various units to sensitive places. So yes, there were positive takeaways. But I think to answer your question about where we really lacked, and to get to the point, you still have to sensitize the local communities. And when Anjali was there with us earlier today, we were going across to brief Shri Kumar, who was joining us from Marina Beach in Chennai, where people were getting together on the beach as if, there was a circus act about to be staged on the beach. Now, that's the last thing you want, and that's the sort of awareness and sensitivity that you rightly pointed out, Jujar, that is required at the ground level in the local communities, which really perhaps because of a lack of awareness of the dangers, really the point isn't getting across. People should get away from the beaches, not go there to witness a circus act.
Right. All right. Well, thank God that the real thing did happen today, but the question is, how much should we learn from the drill? Let's leave it over there. Royden and Anjali Quatra, thanks both of you for